We met when we were 18 through a mutual friend and eventually got married. He was overseas, just had a heart attack and died, never came home. I've always wanted to have my own business, but I guess been a little bit afraid to do that. But I think it's better to try and fail than not to try at all, because I'll always regret not trying to fulfil my dreams. I really need to try to do this for myself.
She's been through such a terrible time. However, I think Lisa really does need to learn a lot more about business and what it actually means.
The first 6 months of starting a business are absolutely critical. If you can't foresee any of the issues that may or may not occur, you're not going to be prepared to have the best business that you can.
My biggest fears is making the right decisions and being smart and setting myself up so I don't run out of money.
It is going to be tough to maintain your level of capital if you keep spending at that same rate.
Yeah. Okay.
Basically, you'll have just over, probably around 12 years and all your money would be completely gone. She's got to make some really big decisions, you know, bigger than what the average person our age would have to make.
There's been another hurdle. Dad's quite ill. Unfortunately, he's got terminal cancer. You know, my priorities have been more with him and spending time with him. So Follow has to take a step back for a little bit.
She had this great lofty goal and I was worried if she really knew what it was going to take.
Our life is one big whole. When a few things are out of kilter, it can feel like everything is out of balance.
I got dealt this hand in life. Somehow you just do have to keep on going.
We'll be helping everyday Australians.
I am recently divorced.
I've always wanted to have my own business.
And after the wedding, moved out of a 2-bedroom unit and into an actual home.
With expert advice.
I want to show people they can live the life they want to live.
Make the most of their life-defining moments.
He's actually made it possible.
So far with the business, I have been working on the website. I've got obviously my new warehouse and office space, which is fantastic to have that now separately from the home. I've been sourcing products, I've been looking at staffing. So it's quite a lot, I guess, when I think about it. I guess it feels like it's been moving slowly, but I guess it hasn't really. It doesn't feel like it's all overwhelming. I feel like I've done a big chunk of what I've planned to do, which is great. There's been another hurdle. Dad's quite ill. Unfortunately, he's got terminal cancer. You know, my priorities have been more with him and spending time with him. I don't see myself as being strong or more amazing than anybody else. I feel that I got dealt this hand in life and this is what I have to live with and this is just the way it is. And just because one of us isn't here doesn't mean we have to stop living or stop dreaming or stop planning. Somehow you just do have to keep on going, and I think that was really important for both of us, and I want to, you know, do that to make him proud and obviously to make me proud as well.
Hi Lisa, lovely to meet you. My name's Tana.
Nice to meet you too.
Come inside.
Thank you.
Tana Larson-Roberts, a life coach with qualifications in sports and exercise, nutrition and personal training, is here to help. Tana works very closely with Asteron Life Insurance as a blogger for their health and wellbeing platform, Balance, helping guide people to lead happier, healthier and more balanced lives, doing what they value most.
We're always trying to do too much, and because we think it's going to give us something, when really what we need to do is having a look within and deciding what's really important to you in your life, and then spending a small portion of each day doing something that really matters. Lisa, it's so great to have you here today. How are you feeling today?
Really excited.
Good, wonderful. Why are you here with me today, and what's the purpose of what you'd like to get out of this session?
I feel like I need to learn about focusing not just on one area of my life, but looking after all the other areas of my life as well.
And so when you say you focus on different areas of your life, so where do you think all your focus is going right now?
I think a lot of my focus is going on looking after other people and making sure that they're okay. So I think I need to get back having personal time and I guess I get that sense of guilt that I don't feel like I can have that time to myself right now because other people need me.
Sure. the world that we live in, it's so full of distraction and there's so many things going on and we're pulled in so many different directions. We're constantly getting, tweeted and beeped and messaged and emailed, and people are needing us all the time, that we really don't ever put in the amount of time that we need to spend on ourselves. Now today, we are going to do a little exercise called the Wheel of Balance. Balance is an individual thing, and that's why we've developed this tool, the Wheel of Balance. So you can define your own balance bio by looking at the different areas of your life and working out how you can increase your relationship with each of these areas. So Lisa, here is our Wheel of Balance.
Wow, looks amazing.
Thank you. Now, look, this is a tool that I do use with our clients, but we made this one especially for you. There's 8 different areas on the Wheel of Balance: relationships, finance, career and business, your family and friends,
Yeah.
creativity, your health and self-care,
Yeah.
spirituality and personal growth, and your sense of fun, okay?
Yeah.
All these things mean something completely different to everybody, and what this is about today is what these things mean to you.
Okay.
Okay. Lisa, what we're going to do is chart out your scores on a scale of 1 to 10, with 0 to 3 meaning out of balance,
Okay.
and a score of 10, which means never in your wildest dreams could you have ever imagined you'd be this fulfilled. We're going to show when your life put together is out of balance, you're not going to get the fulfillment that you can enjoy. So what I love about this exercise is that it really forces people to look at all different areas of their life, not just the ones that they pay a lot of attention to, and confront areas that they may have pushed to the back burner that may be causing them pain in other areas of their life. And this is so key. So where would you like to start?
Why don't we start spirituality?
How do you feel your connection to your spirituality and personal growth is right now?
Why don't we say 5?
Okay. What's your sense of fun right now?
4?
Sure.
Oh yeah, other things are taking priority.
Let's go to relationships.
I feel like they're quite good. Oh, 7?
So let's move over to finance.
And it's a tricky one.
It's about how you feel about your situation right now. Like, there's plenty of people in this world who don't have a lot of money, but it's not a stress to them, and they're doing fine, and it's about what it resonates with you.
For me, probably say a 5.
Okay, fantastic. So tell me about your career and business. Where are you way out with that?
Probably say about a 5.
Okay, so let's move to your family and friends. I know these guys have been a huge support.
This has been really important to me over the last year. I'd say an 8 at least, not 8 or 9.
All right, well, let's give it a 9.
Okay.
Where focus goes, energy flows.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So where you put your energy to and you put your focus, you're going to get results.
Yeah,
and you're
okay.
going to have 9s or 10s. So that's really great. And you've created your own blueprint for success in that area, in the sense that when it's time to move into these other areas of your life and putting your focus and energy, you know that if you spend the time, you're going to get results, the results that you want. So now it's about working out what results you want.
Yeah, okay, that's a good point.
So let's move on to creativity. On a scale of 1 to 10, how are you feeling?
4.
Okay.
It's definitely an area I want to work on. Creativity is definitely more of a self thing. It's what you can only see or feel. So it is less likely to please and make other people happy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'd say health and self-care is probably the same as creativity.
If this isn't right, your health and self-care, none of this other stuff can work.
Yeah.
If you're not feeling good and you're not looking after yourself, it doesn't matter how much money you've got in the bank, how great your relationships are, how much fun you're having. When you wake up in the morning and how you feel each day, that's how you look after yourself. Spending time focusing on what's really important to you and looking at your friends and family and realising that it's not what we have, it's who we surround ourselves with. It's the person who you become when you look in the mirror and you wake up every morning. It doesn't matter what you've got parked in your driveway, it matters how you feel about yourself. When you're feeling positive and you're feeling energetic and you've got vitality and vibrancy in life, this allows you to go forward and make things happen in all areas of your life. So what we're going to do, Lisa, is I'm going to join up the dots to form a wheel, and we're going to see how that looks, okay? Now, if we were to roll this wheel down the street, what do you think would happen?
It probably wouldn't work.
our life is one big whole, right? And there's all these different areas of life, and when few things are out of kilter or not functioning,
Yeah.
it can feel like everything is out of balance.
Yeah.
I'll use your family and friends for an example. This is an area of your life which is so important to yourself and is important to everybody to have a great connection with family and friends. But if you're not experiencing fun with them, you're not feeling good about yourself in terms of your physical, health and fitness, then you're not going to be able to really experiencing the joy and the juice of having an amazing family and friend.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I didn't realise that I was neglecting myself. I thought it was more like just putting things on hold and reshuffling where I spent my time. Looking now from doing that circle, a lot of my priority was on one aspect. And I do feel that from neglecting those areas, the actual time where I was prioritising with family and friends was compromised.
I want to focus on two areas, health and self-care.
Yeah.
And what was the other one that's really important to you?
Creativity.
Perfect, let's do that. So what does it look like for you to have creativity to rate an 8, 9 or a 10?
It's to have the freedom and the flexibility to be creative when I feel it or I need it.
So I want you to write down now 3 activities that you can do to increase your sense of creativity. Easy things that you can do in a day-to-day.
You mean like look at blogs and magazines? Take time to just stroll around the shops and look at homewares and...
Take a great friend with you.
Yeah.
Make a day of it. Health and self-care, it's my favourite sector because without this, we don't have anything else. What does health and self-care mean to you, and what would it mean to be at a 10?
I guess it's spending time exercising. I really like doing extend bar, and also I just like going to the gym and running on the treadmill.
What about looking after yourself?
Just having time just to do nothing, and not feel guilty about doing nothing.
So again, there's a theme here, Lisa. It's giving yourself time.
Yeah.
All right. To do the things that are important to you, that you love, that refill your energy levels, that refill your soul.
But I think it comes back to that whole guilt thing. When you're sitting around doing nothing, you always feel like you should be doing something else. Or
is there a time that you can remember that you did sit around and do nothing and didn't feel guilty?
yeah, when Rowan first passed away, I took a lot of time to focus on self-care and just getting through it. So I did spend a bit of time exercising every day and doing what I felt like doing. If I was watching a movie, I just watch a movie. I guess as the time's gone on, I feel more and more guilty doing that. But really, it's what really helped me get through. And so I do realise how important it is.
You had a reason to do that before. You felt, well, I've just suffered a huge tragedy, and of course I'm going to give myself that. I deserve that.
Yeah.
When in truth you deserve it now. So the key, Lisa, really is that we just need to embrace a different way of thinking.
Yeah.
That's all change is just thinking differently, asking yourself different questions. All of this stuff that looks easy on paper can be easy moving forward.
Yeah.
Lisa, what we're going to do now is going to write 3 things that you can do to feel healthy and happy in this area.
I need to schedule in times to actually go to the gym and make them a priority.
Yeah.
I guess maybe by seeing a naturopath or professional in that area. I used to acupuncture as well, which I really liked. Before this all happened with Rowan, I used to put a lot of pressure on myself and I used to try and fill my days. And it really wasn't being very kind to myself. I was just putting a lot of pressure and unrealistic goals. When this all happened, I kind of took a step back and went, hey, you don't have to be kicking goals every single day. Like, you know, even if you set small goals and you achieve those in a day, well, then that's good. And it's more about what you feel comfortable with and what makes you happy and what's within your realm.
Are you excited about the next steps for you?
Yeah, I am. I'm very excited. It's just, it's not going to happen unless you do set the action plans and you do make it a priority.
When we get better at scheduling our time and managing our time, you can manage all those horrible urgent things in an hour in one day.
Yeah.
You know? And it just takes practice. So Lisa, the tools and strategies we've looked at today, unfortunately, they can't foolproof anyone's life. However, by feeling more in balance and by you living a happier and healthier life and achieving the things that you want to achieve in these key areas and spending more time doing things that are important to you, when life does throw you a curveball, you're going to be so much more equipped to deal with it.
That'll be good. That's obviously very important. I feel like this process has definitely given me a lot of the tools to therefore get to where I would like to be. It's given me a lot of hope and encouragement. It's lovely to know there's really, great people out there willing to help with amazing advice. That, for me, has been a real eye-opener and been really a positive thing.
I believe if Lisa can focus on doing the simple things that we mapped out and got over the fact that just because they're simple, they're not important, she's going to see some huge change in her life, and that's what's really important.
So this year I hope to achieve launching the actual website, fine-tuning it, learning, growing. Eventually I would love to develop my own product line of homewares, which would be really exciting. Other things I'd love to do is more travel and just get more inspiration for what Follow could be and hopefully watch it grow.
Hello. Hi. Nice to see you. Oh, you too. How are you? Good. Welcome to the office. Oh my gosh. Very exciting. Can't wait to see it. It's amazing to be here in your space.
Yeah, it's really exciting.
How long have you been in for now?
So a week and a half, we moved in. So we've got the warehouse downstairs and then this is the office space.
Oh, I love it.
It's good. It means you're getting it out of the house and having a place to come every day and get things done.
Yeah, it's a lot easier once you get out of that home working environment to stay motivated. And
Definitely a lot of distractions at home.
Oh, you must be so happy with how far you've come with it all.
Yeah, it's pretty surreal, but I mean, it's exciting and it's obviously something that I really want, so it's good to be moving forward.
I had concerns that potentially she was taking on a lot with the business, and not in terms of, her not being capable or anything like that, more just thinking about she'd been through so much, she had this great lofty goal, and I was worried if she really knew what it was going to take to get there. And I think, she admitted that she needed a lot of help and she needed a lot of guidance. And the great thing about Lisa is she actually took that on, she broke it down and she started checking off those milestones and getting toward the goal. So, in a way, not because of her character, I think she's a very strong person, but she's really surprised me at how well she has stuck to that time frame and got her business off the ground. It's amazing.
I am a little bit surprised how far I've come. It's weird when you do it slowly, you feel like you're not making much ground. But when I say it out loud and think about everything I have done, yeah, it is quite phenomenal that I've come so far through what's been quite a difficult period for me.
It's been a couple of months since we put your plan in place and started to get the wheels in motion, and I know that we've done some of the admin things in the background, but I wanted to check in with you to see how you're going with your personal spending, sticking to your budget.
I've definitely reduced my spending by how much I'm not 100% sure yet, but it's definitely decreased.
How did it feel to actually have that sort of budget and then start moving toward reducing your spending? Do you feel more in control? Or?
Yeah, I do. I feel like I was probably spending too much and not realising how much I was spending on certain areas. Mm-hmm. So to be made aware of that is good. Like, it's good to pull back in those areas and feel like I've got more control over what I spend.
Knowledge is power, right? So having that knowledge over what you're spending means that you're making decisions about what you want to spend rather than just willy-nilly spending it without thinking about it. You're in control of it, and I think you're already probably seeing that with a business you definitely need to be that way, and your personal life is really just the same. So it's good that you're getting on top of that.
Reducing my spending, I am going okay. I can't say I'm perfect, but Sarah's obviously set me up with a good budget and plan, so I can't see it, fingers crossed, being a problem. At least I've got some direction.
For now, Lisa really needs to focus on keeping her personal spending under control, ensuring that she's getting down to that level that we set in the budget, and also just continuing to put that money aside for her travel and her other short-term goals, which she's been doing so far. You can already see that things don't always go exactly to plan, but more importantly, your plans sometimes change. So I just wanted to ask you and check in, is there anything that we originally set for you in terms of your goals that you wanted to add to or that you feel has changed?
The only thing that might have changed a little bit is travel. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit more travel. So I'd like to go to France in the middle of the year and yeah. And then obviously do more trade fairs, but that's to do with work.
Oh, that's great. I mean, we did have a provision for a travel fund in your budget, which is great, but it's nice to know where you want to go because I think it helps you stay motivated and ensure that you keep putting that money aside into that travel fund so that, you know, you kind of put your picture of Paris up on the wall and think that's where I'm going, that's why I'm doing it. So that's good. The great thing about Lisa is, in the position she's in, is she was quite attached to the financial plan we set, and she's clearly still really attached to the goals. She does want to go to Paris now, which is fantastic because it just means that that travel goal comes alive a little bit more. And so generally, how are you feeling over the last few months after putting that plan in place?
It feels surreal. It was nothing. It was just an idea. It was just a dream. And to now be here in my own office, in my own warehouse, I can actually see it happening, and it's amazing. You know, I think having those plans and setting those goals have been a massive help.
Like, starting a business is a really big deal, and knowing that you've got your personal finances kind of sorted as well, it's so important because you're taking on so many risks.
Yeah, it is scary, but I can see, you know, the bigger picture now.
Is there anything that's kind of been on your mind over the last few months? I know we've chatted intermittently.
I guess for me now, with moving forward, is taking some of the workload off me and focusing on what I'm good at and outsourcing the stuff which I need help with.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think it's really important to sort of use your time most wisely on the things that you're best at. There's an exercise you can do that might be quite helpful for you when you're trying to get to that point to decide what you want to keep doing and what you want to get someone else to do. It's called a sticky note exercise. You get a whole bunch of post-it notes and write down on every single note a whole bunch of different jobs. And basically, at the moment, you're doing all the jobs. So write each separate one down and then grab the notes and stick a whole pile of the jobs that you're happy to keep doing that you're good at. And over here, put all the jobs that you really don't want to be doing or that you're not that good at. And then you've basically got your pile of things that you need to outsource or need to start thinking about. I hope Lisa has so much success in her business. I can see the hunger and the drive that she has for it. I can see the passion. You know, the passion has even surprised me as I've seen it develop. She's just got so much there and so much creativity. I thought it could be time to get yourself a little mantra that you can kind of look at every day and think, that's why I'm here and that's why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Okay.
I think that everyone should, you know, have things around them that motivate them. But really for her, I want something that is just for her, that motivates her and inspires her, that she looks at every day when she comes into her office and thinks, this is why I'm here, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. What I've done to get you a little inspired and to give you some ideas is I've found all these different little quotes and awesome sayings. And I think it'd be cool if you could think of your own mantra or just frame here and put up on your wall somewhere so that every day when you come in here, it just reminds you to keep being you and keep being the amazing person that you are.
Right, so I have to come up with one myself. Yay.
So things like, I love this one. She believed she could, so she did. Similar to that one. I can and I will. Yeah.
If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed.
That's actually
that
very
one.
fitting for you
It is
right
nice. Small steps every day. I like that
also
one
good,
because I think that's very true.
now. Yeah.
Be awesome. That's very to the point.
So, yeah, maybe something about like momentum and moving forward and how it doesn't have to be like huge. It just needs to be.
What about something like your past doesn't have to define your future?
Oh, that's great. Look at you, you've got it.
What I would tell myself 6 months ago about what I know about myself now would be listen to my inner instincts. My opinion and what I feel I should be doing is far more important. What I feel I should be doing is the right thing.
I love that.
There you go.
I love this so much. Your past does not have to define your future. I think it's just exactly you and exactly the journey that I've seen you come on in such a short period of time, really.
Keep on moving forward, keep on taking steps, as small they might be, but just keep on going, keep on working on me as a person, follow as a business. But I just hope the year going forward is a little bit more serene, a little bit more peaceful, and full of a little bit more happier things.
I look forward to seeing more of the future and
Yes.
what it's going to look like for you. So next time I come by, I want to see this up on the wall in the frame.
Be in the hallway.
Going back to that first day when I met Lisa, I mean, it was a pretty full-on meeting. Like, she has been through a lot, losing her husband, and, you know, her dad's really unwell also. And, you know, she was really in that place where her life was completely turned upside down. And I saw a lot of strength in her then, but to see where she is now is just amazing.
I do feel a lot more confident that I can, you know, be in control of my finances and I can be the master of my own destiny. You know, life's not about failing. It's about giving it a go and trying to be the happiest and the best version of yourself, or trying to do what makes you happy on a daily basis.
She's come into herself and started to learn to live as her and truly doing the things for her, which is a really big step when you lose someone close.
Yeah, I feel like he would be really proud. I feel he'd be really sad that he can't be here, but at the same time, he'd be really proud of me. I think he always knew I was a strong person, so I feel like that wouldn't so much surprise him, but I feel like he would be proud of me because, you know, I haven't just fallen in a heap and I haven't just, you know, felt sorry for myself and made it all about me. You know, I kept on going, and that's what he would want, and I think that's what he'd be proud of.
For more great content and expert advice to help make the most of your big life moments, go to yourbestinterests.com.au.